Hey yo, what is really goody, my dudes? What's poppin'? So, in my last video that I made about Outriders, I was kind of talking about how I was diving into the demo to Strangers of Paradise, the new Final Fantasy Origin. And when I was talking about it, I was like, all the shit I said sounds pretty good on paper, right? It sounds pretty good. But unless you actually see what I'm talking about, not really gonna get any understanding towards what I'm referring to. You feel me? Like, ooh, Godified. It sounds great, but I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. So let's just dive into this real quick. Have the difficulty dropped, um, just so I can showcase things a little bit easier. Um, just fucking like 5:30 in the morning over here by me. Just want to knock shit out, go make myself some breakfast, and fucking start doing the job hunt shit. So I figured I'd get this video knocked out early. Um, but basically, this is your map, right? Everything is what it is. Um, as you progress, I'm assuming the map unlocks more areas and so forth, so forth. It looks pretty big. Looks like a pretty big map. Um, what we're gonna do right here, the end of the demos area, the Western Keep. We're gonna go over there, but before we dive into the actual gameplay, I want to show you a couple things, right? So, if you come into the job trees, this is what I was talking about by multiple jobs, right? So, like, Knight, for instance, you have a whole skill tree here where you earn points, um, basically by just playing the class, right? And you earn the actual job by picking up the weapon. So, like, if I'm in the world and I open up a chest and, per se, I get a katana to drop, it'll pop up, tell me, oh, you just unlocked the job of Ronin. Now, if you can see the video, I now have katana stance job of Ronin, right? But as you progress down the actual tree, you'll unlock the ability to go samurai, or you'll unlock the ability to go warrior, right? So then, once you go and you swap over to samurai, I'll go ahead. I've already unlocked it, so I will go ahead and swap over there, right? Then you start unlocking everything for samurai, right? And then again, once you finish samurai, you can go into another tree of ninja, breaker, right? And then from there, you'll unlock another job, which will then continue to advance the job trees, right? And as you can see across the top, where the on the bar for the R1L1, those are the jobs I've unlocked so far. I've unlocked the Samurai, the Dragoon, the White Mage, Knight, Lancer, Duelist, Mage, the Marauder, Pugilist, Ronin, Swordsman, and the Sword Fighter. Which, a couple of these you get, like, right off in the beginning anyway. And you just kind of, like, advance later on. Me, personally, I've been using, Knight and Dragoon lately, just because I've been having a little bit of fun with Dragoon while I've been trying to level it up. But, you can essentially, if I go down here into battle settings, this is your character's gear. Forgive me for him spinning around. The game doesn't have dead zones, and I'm playing with a broken controller, so it has a very, very bad drift. So if you see him randomly spinning around, just picture him dancing. That's all you gotta picture. Just picture him dancing. But if you look off to the top, you see where it says jobs. You'll see that I run Knight. But if I hit triangle, Now I'm running Dragoon. On the fly, when you're playing in-game, picture playing something like Outriders, for instance, and you're running through, you're shooting things, and you swap primaries. That's essentially how you swap jobs. And your gear, like your actual gear inside of here, changes too. Like you can literally have two different, like complete different builds on each one of the jobs, having completely different gear and swap on the fly, right? And then you come down here and you can pair up your combos that you unlock during your skill tree unlocks. So you can pair them up to like R1, R2, R1, R1, R2, just kind of like the simplistic ones. There is a parry system in the game, which I'll go ahead and showcase here once we get into actual gameplay. But that's basically how that flows. You do have a command abilities section where if you hold L2, you basically have a thing that pops up for like square, triangle, X, and circle, where you have like buffs per se, or different kinds of skills that you can assign to these that use up your mana slots, right? And then you have an instant ability, which I don't know, maybe in a later game they'll have something pop in there where you'll end up being able to change it. For right now, the only thing I know about that is an instant ability is an acquirable ability that you can steal from enemies that cast stuff at you, and you use your soul shield to absorb it. That's so far the only way that I've seen instant abilities. I guess? I don't know. Like I said, I'm in the demo. I don't have the money to actually buy the real game yet, so I've just been kind of like dicking around with it. It's something fun for me right now. But yeah, kind of notated all that. But I do want to mention one thing, and one thing really, really quick. So when you're in the, where was it? Let's see. I don't think I can do it from here. Nah, here it is. Change preset. Okay. So if you come into change preset, you have your battle sets, right? And you have your presets. And I made a pre-existing preset just to showcase this earlier. So if you look over at the preset, it's literally another build, right? Full build using the knight and the white mage, right? Essentially giving you like a paladin, cast yourself some healing buffs while you're up front tanking and so forth. But it's a loadout, right? So you can save your pallets of everything you've done, as you can see, like your combo abilities, your command abilities, your equipment, all of it. Even your jobs that you've unlocked and that you're currently pairing off, you literally can load out those, right? But that's not the best part about it. You can have 100 presets. You can literally have 100 loadouts. Pretty sure most people won't even use 100 loadouts, but it is an option. There is literally 100 loadout options for you to literally build off of anything you want, especially off of the gear that drops. And boom. I mean, when you go back and you look at Outriders, Outriders doesn't even have loadouts. They just send you in there basically to get fucked and learn how to fucking play the game. And oops, if you accidentally delete a piece of gear because there's no loadouts and you want to test out a different piece of, a different build, well, that's your own fault. You don't even have a lock items option, which, if we come in here and I go to, per se, this Orbo, no, we gotta go over here. Yeah, we go to this sword. Boom. Lock. Boom. Sword is now locked. So we have that, right? And it's a 3-player co-op that you can play solo, right? So right now we are already better than Outriders, right? So let's go ahead. I want to go ahead and give a little bit of gameplay, not much. I don't want to have you guys sitting here like fucking watching a 40-minute video while I dick around and fucking run around and kill shit. I'll give you a little bit of combat. Look how fast that loading screen was also. Right. You have your save crystals like you would back in any other Final Fantasy, right? Which gives you the option to fucking spend your skill tree points and update your stuff and blah 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 blah. Which, I mean, you can still do here, but it also gives you the ability to save. When you do hit one of those, all the enemies on the map that you've killed, they all respawn, so notate that.
こんな城に住むくらいだ。ああいうのがお好きなんだ。
You control just your character in this game. So, unlike the last Final Fantasies that came out where you kind of like swap between the two, you don't do that. Instead, in this one, you have your directionals on the D-pad, where like if I come in here, I hit boom, and it makes them more aggressive. That right there that you see me do, that was my soul shield. That is essentially your parry. It also steals enemies' skills if they hit you with like range magic attacks and even physical attacks. Yes, I do have it in Japanese audio. It just felt right. The voice acting just is too good. It's way too good. I love it. And I got the subtitles on, which feels even better. We'll come in here. I'll swap to Dragoon. Like I said, I'm really liking Dragoon. Dragoon's just kind of fire, in my opinion. Really enjoy it. Watch, I'll go ahead and do, oh, they're not gonna let me. But as you can see, like, you guys should be able to get a little bit of a gist of the, oh, they already fucked him up. The soul explosions are so good. They just add so much to it. It looks so fucking good. It looks so fucking good. There should be a animal in here. If I go ahead and I'll showcase it if they don't kill it. No, they don't kill it. Eventually I'll get to show you. Eventually I'll get to show you guys the fucking the fucking what you call it. I'll get to show you the soul shield one day. Yeah,
キューブを見つけた。
when our AI stops killing everything. Oh, I'll showcase this. So, from doing all that and using like the Dragoon, I can come in here now. I have one job point, so I'll go ahead and I'll just spend it. Boom. And as you see, you know, it's just a small tree. Once I get to the bottom of here, I'll get Breaker or Liberator unlocked, which will then give me another area to go to, which I can't unlock currently on the demo. So, here, watch. Ready? That's a big ass ballista. Soul shield it. Took no damage. Soul shield is really good. Soul shield is like kind of nasty once you learn how to use it. See how she's hitting me up there? Go ahead and just block it. That's not even the best part of the soul shield. We're gonna go ahead and go get our chest also. So we're gonna just backtrack real quick. And what's funny is a lot of people would be like, oh, it looks like there's stairs back there, but, you know, what do I do with that? You can come over here, stand next to this. And once the ballista fires, throw up the soul shield, block it, blow up the wall, and continue. Knew that was gonna hit there. I know I'm giving a lot of gameplay, a lot more than I anticipated. But, I mean, it's enjoyable. And plus, there's another Curel over here. Let's see. Come on, use your attack. Come on, buddy. There it goes. Never mind. They knocked him out of it. But essentially what would have happened is, he would have hit us with the shock, it would have given me the actual ability, and I'd be able to cast it up to 3 times. And you can use it on other enemies. Like right now, if I come back, you'll see I hit the crystal just to kind of replenish my potions and shit. Here he is. He's back. Come on, buddy. Use it. Use it before they kill you. Please. Hello? Please. Never mind. The things that happen when you've already maxed out your characters for the current content. A lot of people are understanding now why I'm in love with Dragoon at this point. Yeah, he can hit you from there. Oh, look at that, there's a fucking cactuar. Oh. Ah. run from me, you little bitch. I will gladly take that fucking hit to the face. But yeah, you guys get the point now. Like, you basically see what I'm talking about. And if I want to, I can literally just hit this, swap on the fly. Like, I could be in the middle of like that.
ここからだ。これで行く。
ちょっとかっこ悪かったな。もっと強くなりたい。張り切りすぎた。
Boom, boom.
圧勝だな。
And before we end this, to show you kind of what I'm looking at, you go in here, you'll see like I've earned crap tons of new gear. Crap tons of new gear, right? Look at all the new armor that I just unlocked, just headpieces. These are all chest pieces that I've earned. Look at the gloves, shit like that. Look at it all. It's all just boom. And if you want, optimize all equipment. If you hit the touchpad, and it literally does it to all your AI too. It'll equip them with the most optimal gear. So it makes it a lot better for you. Like I said, this, I was saying in the last video that I made for Outriders. This right here tops Outriders so much. It really does. It tops Outriders. And before we end this video, I'll go ahead and I'll just showcase one more thing. First, I'm gonna come up here and I'm gonna take care of this. Take care of that fucking ballista. You're probably like, why are you coming back down here? Oh, when I first started playing this, I missed this. I had no fucking clue what this was. Then I seen that big bastard right there. It's like a little mini boss.
鎧の中から魔物が飛び出してくるのってそんなことあったよな。
レオンを魔物扱いか？
違う違う。
Alright,
な
fun,
んとな
nice
く見た
little
こと
mini
がある
boss.
ってだけだって。
And if you come over here, got a nice little treasury. You get even more bullshit gear. And I say bullshit gear because fucking gear drops at such a fucking like high potency in this game that it's like playing Borderlands essentially with the amount of gear that drops. It's so good. So good. Everything feels so super fucking rewarding. If you like hard difficulties like Dark Souls, the bosses, like with the difficulties, you can literally set the difficulties to where you feel like you're playing a Dark Souls game that's 3-player cooperative at all times. It's really fucking nice. Really fucking nice. But anyway, it's your boy. I love you guys. I know the video is probably a little bit longer than I had originally wanted it to be. See, look, my job leveled up. Huh. Yeah. Right. But again, probably a little bit longer than I anticipated it to be. Here's what it is. I wanted to showcase it again, like I said before. I wanted to showcase it because, I mean, when you have somebody talking to you about it and saying, oh, well, this, you know, if you really think about it, with Outriders, what do we have? Honestly, what do we really have with Outriders? We don't have anything. You know? And if we could have loadouts, I mean, we might. But yeah, anyway, I'm gonna call it on this. I love you guys, for real. Shout out to all my dudes, all my support. I love you guys, man, for real. GIF, my boy Billy, GIF, Freak Out, Ark, fucking DeLuke. I want to give a shout out also over to Felony Gaming, my boy Kickstand, my boy Spam Sandwich. He knows who he is, Mr. Natchy. Mr. Natchy Natch. I love you guys, for real. Like, the support you all give me is great. I am kind of happy to be doing some YouTube content again. It's been a little while. Like I said, it's been a drought. I haven't really been able to do much. I don't really have any means currently. Right now I'm doing everything full time while I'm looking for work, and as a small time streamer, somebody just kind of up and coming with not much of a following, it's kind of hard to make any kind of funding at all when you're doing it full time. So I'm kind of on that struggle, but it is what it is. Gotta take the ups and the downs and the downs and the ups, you feel me? Anyway, it's your boy. I love you guys. Peace.